This one was purely a fun project. It's an MDF board vending machine. And I didn't know what I was going to use it for. I just thought it looked like it would be a lot of fun to put together, to press the images on it. This would be really cool to have sitting on my table, and I can put things in it, and I'll do some shots so you can see the design that I chose to use for it. So I decorated it, in my author brand, and I put images of, myself and my books on it. I'm going to show you some pictures. That's from my story chitters, and I'm going to put it on the carousel so you can see images of it. And it opens up, and you can put things in it. And I just thought it was so cool. It was so inexpensive. The board package, I think, was like $13 to $15. And you do your design and you heat press the designs on it. So I'm going to show you what it looks like in the beginning and the final pieces, in the back. And I'll share some lessons learned that will, kind of explain the mistakes I made and what I would do differently. Stay tuned. You'll see how I made it, what I plan to use it for. My lessons learned. As you can see, it's really big. I think the dimensions, lengthwise 15 1/4. The heat press is 15 by 15. So I pressed in two sections. I pressed it, then moved it in to get the edges and make sure that the color was even. That's something to consider, unless you're one of the lucky people with the 16 by 24 or larger heat press. I don't have one yet. I'm going to manifest that for this year. Plan your designs before you print them out. I did not do that. I looked at it, I eyeballed it, and I was like, okay, I did my design, printed it out. But when you assemble the box, you want everything to face in the proper direction. Because I didn't plan ahead of time, like my top part, which is where my images of myself are, they're facing me as I'm standing here behind it. Which, if you think about being at a vending table and you've got your box in front of you and you may be behind the table, that's cool. I can see it, but I'm not the one that I want to see it. I want to show it to the people coming up to the table. So I should have thought and had this design printed the other way. So my top part is backwards. The spaces where the box slides together, those open slots, you want to take that into consideration as you plan your design, because it will cut into your lettering as it did there. It cuts right into the letters. Not usually a big thing, but I was able to adjust it so that it cut like right beneath the letters and you can still see the design really well. The way this box is put together, and this is actually one of the nicer ones that I've seen out there, but the slots are very fragile. You want to handle that very gently. I did not handle it gently, so I ended up having to glue some of it back together because it popped off, it broke off. But it's just wood, it's MDF wood, so you can put some epoxy on it. I had to do that to make it, stable. So when you take it off the heat press, have something heavy to put on top of it so that it will cool off and it'll be flat. Some of my boards warped a little bit, especially the big panels, which is this front panel and this back panel. You don't want those to warp because those are the foundation of the entire cabinet. The inside, it looks really big. It's not that big on the inside. I tried it with some snacks. I thought that would be cute. But if you have some 5x8 books, you can put books on the inside, turn them sideways. So if you want people to walk up and open it up and get books out, they can do that. And of course, when they open up the cabinet, they're going to see your, promos for other things, which is what I did on my shelves. I got promo images for other books. So they can certainly walk up and open it up and take a book out. Like I said, it was just a fun project that I wanted to make. I can find some use for it. I like the snack idea though. I'm probably going to put snacks in there because whoever walks up to your table, they're definitely going to open up and get some candy out or whatever you put in there. Hopefully, it helps you from making some of the mistakes I made. But I think it's a beautiful box. I really love it. It will be a nice decorative piece, if nothing else.